what's clearly going on here is this is a film made in Siam, but of course the husband here is called Lau. Whether or not that was a difference that registered at the time with the filmmakers, I don't know. But it's a very idyllic notion of Thai society, and again, the integration of culture, the way people live, and their nature. But at the same time, the titles sort of make these guys out like Americans in the 19th century crossing from upstate New York into Ohio and carving a little paradise out of the wilderness. The point being that in this image or film images, you have overlaid on Thailand a very strong Western notion of identity and continuity. It's truly a fiction. Let me jump. Again, more harmony, you know, no clear separation here between the way people live with nature and their own nature. So, in a sense, society and nature hold together. And this has been a very dominant sensibility in many societies. Okay, enough of that. I have to say, I like this film a lot because of its historical. There's so few films like this, but it's also kind of maddening too in terms of what it's doing to Thai society. How do I get out of it? Oh, I got it. All right, here is a 1929. A quick preface on this. This is 1929, a Thai dance. It was filmed by, or in the Royal Palace, by members of the aristocracy themselves, who at that time were among the very few people who have their hands on a movie camera.
Can I ask you to speak to a certain point?
Sure.
Okay. Can you go back and find the girl, the woman with the crown, the regalia, the costume? Just a little ways back. Not too much. Okay, so in the premise that we all are sort of trying to understand, the clips in Chang are a Westerner's interpretation of what Thai identity
It's a projection.
must be.
It's a
And so
projection.
we're saying that's a fiction.
Yeah.
And now here we have the royal family with their camera putting on their version of their reality. Is this still a fiction?
Yes, this is self-display. Everybody understand that notion? This is self-referencing or self-display. This is made by the Thai 2 years after the first clip, Chang, and it is made by the royals in order to sanctify or in order to legitimize a certain notion of their cultural heritage. This is pure content. The dance that is being filmed here is Thai culture, or is an important component or dimension of Thai culture. So again, what differs here, if you ask the important question, who is the film for? Who is the image for? If you ask what and who it's for and how it functions, then you begin to see the real differences between images that may appear to look pretty similar, but in fact have different functions or operate on different levels. I assume that this film didn't go into movie houses particularly, but it did circulate among the elites in Thailand in 1929. I'm not sure where the commentary came from. Notice the long dresses that have just come to Thailand, but they introduce the contemporary 1929 clothing in the context of 14th, 15th, 16th century clothing, but there's no discontinuity introduced in terms of the values. The attitude of the Thai people, the spiritual value of the Thai people, the psychological interiority of the Thai people are assumed to be continuous. All right, one more film clip, which gets at this again.
Well, the other question to ask.
Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, maybe one important question to ask about the modern dresses are they Thai designers or are they Parisian designers? I would guess they're probably Parisian designers. So here we have maybe a good, solid, early example of Westernization.
It may well be. Someone would have to do a documentary research on the film itself, which of course, that's not what I'm trying to do here, but that would be a good project, is to go find out where was the film produced, who shot it, where was it distributed, how was it allocated, when was it considered relevant, did it get reviewed in was there Thai film reviewing in 1929? Who was talking about images in Thailand in 1929. We know there are always in a society people trying to contest images and control images. Image domination, image subjugation. These are continuous processes. So that would be something to find out. Now this is later. This is from the late 1940s or 1950s. And it's like the little clip is a travelogue. This is what Americans would have seen going to downtown San Francisco in 1950 to watch a double feature, and instead of showing Bugs Bunny cartoons as the introduction to the movie, or they used to show 2 movies in those days because they were only 90 minutes each. They would show this kind of travelogue, which again were popular before World War II till about the late 50s, when they began to die out. They became very expensive to make.
In this instance, the dealer with the green mask is trying to steal a pearl or a silver ball from the daughter of Neptune.
Can you all hear it okay?
Okay. Hand symbolizes a formal story. Powder plastered on the face would resemble a smooth white mask, and this covering intended to smooth all facial expression of the throat. Hence, joy, sorrow, pleasure, anger, and fear are expressed by conventional signs.
Now, the face is amazing. How old are these girls? Are they all girls? I don't know. What kind of training? Is this a school? Is this a contest? Is this a competition? I know that, for example, there are still dance competitions all over Thailand among high school students. I've seen a dozen of them in small towns. Is contemporary Thai dance competition among students continuous with, does this make up a continuity with this kind of material, which again is filmed for Westerners? In other words, this kind of documentary is extremely dangerous because it doesn't